it's time for week 7 of the timeline. The first card for this week is Jesus the Messiah. And for that card, what we're going to do is use our middle finger on one hand and touch it against the palm of the other hand and then switch them. So it'll be Jesus. And then for the Messiah, we're going to make an M in sign language, and that's where your thumb comes up in between your ring finger and your pinky finger and put it at your opposite shoulder and then move it down to your hip like this. So it'll be Jesus the Messiah. And the song drags out a little bit at that part for Messiah. And so for that, we're going to put our arms up like we're praising. So it'll be Jesus the Messiah. And your arms will go with the music there. The next card is Pentecost in the early church. And for that card, put your index finger up by your lips and then take both hands and bring them up and kind of wiggle your fingers a little bit. So it'll be Pentecost and the early church. For that, you'll make a C with one hand and rest it on top of the flat part of the other fist. So the whole motion looks like this. Pentecost in the early church. Persecution spreads the gospel is the next card. And for that one, we're going to make two fists and kind of like they're going at each other like this. So persecution spreads the gospel. One hand goes flat, and the other hand you make a G in sign language, like you're turning the pages of the Bible. So for that one, it'll be persecution spreads the gospel. Herod's temple destroyed by Titus is the next card. And for that one, you're going to make a T in sign language and rest it on the flat part of the other hand. And then for destroyed, like you're crumbling up a piece of paper and throwing it away again. And then a T for Titus. So it's Herod's temple destroyed by Titus. The next card is Diocletian divides the Roman Empire. A D in sign language looks like this, and that's what we'll be using at the beginning of that next card. Diocletian divides the Roman Empire, and for that it's just an R in sign language. So Diocletian divides the Roman Empire. Constantine legalizes Christianity is the next one. Constantine, just a C in sign language, legalizes Christianity, the same sign that we did for Jesus, just your middle finger tapping against the palm of both hands. So Constantine legalizes Christianity. The last card is India's Gupta dynasty, and for that one we're going to do the same sign we've done before for India, just your index finger to your forehead. So India's, and then point at your ear, and then make that Y sign again, okay? So India's Gupta dynasty for all the gold they found. So now I'll run through it all without describing the motions. Jesus the Messiah, Pentecost and the early church, persecution spreads the gospel, Herod's temple destroyed by Titus, Diocletian divides the Roman Empire, Constantine legalizes Christianity, India's Gupta dynasty. That's it. See you next week.